I'm going to show you my actual monthly cost of living in Porto, Portugal. Every line item, nothing rounded up, nothing left out. By the end of this video, you'll have a real number to work with, not a marketing number. If you appreciate this type of content, gently tap that like button. Let's dive into it. So first, let me tell you why I'm making this video, because there are already a lot of cost of living in Portugal videos out there. The problem is, most of them quote you a number that was accurate a few years ago, or they're built around a lifestyle that's either way more minimalist or way more expensive than what most of us actually want at 55. I'm not sleeping in hostels. I'm also not renting a penthouse and calling it affordable. What I'm going to show you is what a real, comfortable, unhurried life in Porto costs right now. My actual numbers from my actual life. All right, let's start with housing, because it's the biggest line item and the one people get most wrong when they research Portugal online. I pay 800 euros a month for my apartment. It's a 40 square meter furnished flat in Setofita, one of Porto's most walkable, characterful neighborhoods, close to independent cafes, local shops, and good transit connections. Furnished, which matters when you arrive with almost nothing, and internet is included. Now, 800 euros sounds low if you're coming from a major US city. For context, I was paying around $1,300 a month in New York, and that was a rent-stabilized apartment I'd held for over 7 years. Finding something comparable in today's open market would have cost significantly more. So even at 800 euros, which at current exchange rates lands somewhere around $870 to $900 depending on the month, I'm already ahead. One thing worth saying clearly, Porto is not as cheap as it was a few years ago. Prices have moved, demand from expats and remote workers has pushed rents up, and what you see quoted in older blog posts is not what you'll find when you actually start searching. 800 euros for a furnished flat in a central neighborhood is a fair number right now. Not a steal, not a splurge. Next up, food. This is honestly one of the most pleasant surprises of living here. My monthly grocery spend is around 130 euros. I shop primarily at Pingo Doce and Lidl, both of which are easy walking distance from my neighborhood. Fresh produce, good quality meat and fish, decent wine, 130 euros covers all of it comfortably. Coming from New York City grocery prices, that number still makes me smile every time I check out. Eating out is where it gets even better. A proper meal at a local Tosca, a neighborhood restaurant, real food, nothing touristy, runs me between 10 and 15 euros, including a glass of wine. I eat out 2 to 3 times a week, which in New York would have been a budget-busting habit. Here, it's just Tuesday. A coffee is around 80 cents to €1, which means my daily cafe habit costs me essentially nothing. My total food spend, groceries plus dining out, comes to roughly 300 to 330 euros a month. Transport. Porto is genuinely walkable if you position yourself in the right neighborhood, which Setofita is. Day to day, I walk almost everywhere. For longer distances across the city, I use the metro, which is clean, reliable, and inexpensive. I don't own a car and have no intention of getting one. My monthly transport spend is around 40 euros. That covers a metro card with room to spare for the occasional Uber when I need it. Quick break. If you're still in the planning stage and want a clearer picture of what this kind of move looks like financially before you commit to anything, check the description and the pinned comment below for helpful resources on this topic. Healthcare and insurance. This is the one that surprises most Americans the most, so I want to spend a real minute on it. I have both private expat health insurance and access to the SNS. That's Portugal's national health system. Having both gives me flexibility. For routine care and non-urgent appointments, I use the SNS. For anything where I want faster access or English-speaking specialists, I go private. My combined monthly cost for health coverage sits between 100 and 150 euros. Let that number sink in for a second. For an American used to employer-sponsored insurance premiums, out-of-pocket maximums, and the general anxiety of the US healthcare system, paying under 150 euros a month for solid coverage feels almost implausible. It's real, and it's one of the most significant quality of life upgrades of this entire move. Now, everything else. Utilities, electricity and water, plus phone come to between 80 and 120 euros a month. Internet is included in my rent, which helps keep that number down. My Portuguese phone plan is straightforward and inexpensive compared to anything I was paying in the US. For discretionary spending, day trips, museums, the occasional weekend away somewhere in Portugal or Spain, I spend under 100 euros a month on average. Portugal is extraordinarily rich in things to do that cost very little. A Saturday train to Braga or a day in Aveiro runs almost nothing. The Douro Valley is an hour away. There's no shortage of ways to live well here without spending much doing it. So let's add it all up. Housing, 800 euros. Food, groceries plus dining out, roughly 315 euros. Transport, 40 euros. Healthcare, around 125 euros. Utilities and phone, around 100 euros. Discretionary, under 100 euros. My total monthly spend in Porto right now is approximately 1,330 euros. Call it 1,500 US dollars, give or take with exchange rate movement. That includes everything: rent, food, transport, healthcare, utilities, and a real life. Not a survival budget, not a gap year grind. A comfortable, slow, intentional life in one of the best mid-sized cities in Europe. Walkable, beautiful, safe, with good food and genuine character. Here's what I want you to take from that number. For most Americans at 55, with a retirement income, a pension, Social Security on the horizon, or even a modest investment portfolio, $1,500 a month is not an impossible number. It is a very possible number. The question isn't really whether you can afford it. The question is whether you're willing to make the move. And if you want to hear the full story of how I actually got here, retired at 55, sold everything I owned, and left the US, I made a video on exactly that. Click right here to watch it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Live more, spend less, travel smart.